everybody, it's Megan, the Texas Homeschool Mom, and today I wanted to share a few products that I got from Logic of English to review. The first product is Sounding Out the Sight Words, a guide to teach the Dolch sight words phonetically, Whistling Whales, Beyond the Sounds of ABC, and Knitting Nights. If you've watched my channel for any length of time, you know that I love Logic of English products. I've actually purchased all levels A, B, C, and D of their foundation. This is Doodling Dragons, the book that comes with level A of the foundation's curriculum. This teaches all of the sounds A through Z, and I really love this book, and especially from a young age, it really comes in handy showing the kids all the different sounds. So this has been really great. So I love this book, but this is the only one that they had made. I had purchased B, C, and D before they ever made any of the other books. So I was really excited whenever I finally got a chance to get my hands on these. Whistling Whales is going to go with your level B of Logic of English. So this is going to focus on all of the phonograms that you would learn in that book. So this is great, especially as you get more advanced in the program, because you start to get multi-letter phonograms. And what I really loved about this is they use 2 to 5 or 6 different colors for the different sounds. So if the word has 3 sounds, for instance, ch, k, sh, it's going to use the 3 different colors to actually illustrate to your child this word has this first sound, second sound, and third sound. So it helps them to identify that there are 3 different sounds, where they're located in the words, and kind of how to pick up on those. The other thing I love about these books is they are a nice thick hardback. They have a beautiful finish, and the illustrations are just bright and lively. And the actual writing itself is very clever. It's going to keep your child engaged. So these are amazing, especially if you already have Logic of English. The Foundations program, these are a great addition. So in Doodling Dragons, you're going to be learning all of the 26 letters of the alphabet and all their sounds that correspond. In Whistling Whales, you're going to learn 21 multi-letter phonograms. And in Knitting Nights, you're going to learn 27 multi-letter phonograms. So if you're looking for a clever, whimsical way to teach your phonograms to your children, these 3 books will be a wonderful resource for you. The next product that I have to review, which I am literally so impressed and so excited about this, is the Sounding Out the Sight Words, a guide to teaching the Dolch words through phonics. This is a teacher's best friend, a mom's best friend. It is a quick, instant lesson. So I can open a page, bam, lesson. All the words that we need to learn are on this page. All of the instructions, there's a small portion of instructions, additional words, and then any additional information. It's all right here, one lesson. It's so easy, so quick. So what I'm doing with this program is I am reviewing more or less. My son knows most of the phonograms so far. He is almost finished with level C, so he's gonna know almost all of these. I know there's a section in the middle, probably lessons 30 to 50, some grammar and spelling and phonograms he has not yet learned, but by the time we're ready for that, we'll advance. So, is your child ready for a program like Sounding Out the Sight Words? That depends on where they are. I think as long as they're learning phonetics or they're learning sight words, maybe they're learning sight words and they're struggling and they're not really grasping it. This is going to be a great tool to teach them how to break down those words logically. And if you're teaching phonetically, like I am, I've never taught a sight word ever. In the course of teaching your child to read phonetically, and if you're only teaching them phonetically, you might find that they really struggle with fluency. And if they're struggling with fluency, it can kind of make you think, like, okay, is this the right idea? And are they really going to get the information and be able to read like everybody else if I'm teaching this way? You're going to find that the only way to really do that is by teaching frequently. Teaching those high frequently words all the time. You always have to be keeping those words in their brain, because the more they read it, the better they get. So it might take them 100 times. I know it took my son probably 100 times reading the word "the" before he was able to formulate almost instantly that that word is "the." So to show you quickly, this starts out teaching all of the single sounds. So this is going to be under the premise that your child knows how to blend and also knows basic first sounds. As long as they know those, they're ready to start. So we're going to go through all of these words. These only use the first sounds. So this is your pre-lesson. On your first lesson, you're learning the 2 sounds of S, which is in Z. And this first lesson only focuses on the Z. So it's is, his, as, kids. So it's only one single sound. And so far, what I've seen is only one sound. A, aw, the three sounds of A, you're only going to learn a, then aw. So it'll be 3 separate lessons. So on the back here, you're going to find that it says teach the phonogram, z, as in scent or as. Place your hand on your throat and show them that the s and z have the same facial expressions, but they're actually different because of one is voiced and one is not voiced. You're also going to have future words that use this concept, so it'll give you some other words that you can come back to. There's 2 ways to use this. If you're doing it like I am, you're teaching one lesson, then the next lesson, and the next lesson in order. You can just pick it up and flip to one page and teach that way, but there might be some phonograms that your child won't know, so then you will need to use only this box. The blue box means that you're reviewing the previous sounds and also the words from the previous lesson. So whenever we use it, we do the lessons before, so 1 or 2 lessons back, and then maybe we pick a couple lessons that we've already read the words to. So this says teach the phonogram, explain the words, how they feel voiced, unvoiced, and if you're doing it in order, you can review the previous lesson. And here are your words. The other great thing about this program is it teaches the different rules. So it's not just teaching sounds, but it's also teaching rules. It says when a word ends with a phonogram A, it says aw. A may also say aw after W or before an L. So we have want. This is the only Dolch word that applies to this lesson specifically. Then we have additional words, and we have future Dolch words. Water, all, ball, fall, small, call. And then we have additional words that are not Dolch words your child should be able to read. Wall, mall, tall, wallet, wander, comma, and sofa. Now we have, for all students, if you're teaching sequentially, and then Dolch words that use concepts from previous lessons. So here we go, lesson 35. They're learning the of first. Ask the student reads the words in the green column, review the phonograms and spelling rules that we have learned so far. Ask the student to read the words in the blue column and review words from previous lessons. So we have our Dolch words, additional words, Dolch words using other concepts, additional words. So this program includes 66 lessons that are going to focus on phonograms, grammar, and spelling rules. Is this a complete curriculum? No. It will not teach everything that you will learn in foundations. So that foundations, it's not necessarily something you need. However, I find it amazing. Like I said, it's an instant lesson. I just open and have him read, and it's like, bam, we're done. It's short, easy, so if we're having a rough day and maybe we're not doing a Logic of English lesson, just pull out one of these, have them read it, and we're done. It's a great review tool. So the Sounding Out the Sight Words program that I just showed you is $28. So if you aren't sold on the Foundations or Essentials program, this is going to be a great start for you if you just want to kind of get your feet wet with the idea of teaching phonics. So it's $28. It includes 66 mini lessons that introduce concepts needed to sound out the sight words and thousands of additional words. So that's what I love. It's not just Dolch words, it's the words that your child's going to come in contact with. And it says it's a powerful tool for teaching the child how to sound out the high frequency words rather than memorizing the words as a whole. Designed to introduce key concepts for Logic of English to students who are not already using the program. So, like I said, this is not necessary if you already have it, but I love it because it's an amazing review tool. With this program, if you wanted to kind of teach it more in depth than just this, you might want to buy the phonogram and spelling game book, which is going to have different game review activities to teach and have them remember the concepts, as well as they suggest the basic phonograms and the spelling rules. So those are going to be your cards right there. So you can order those as well. So overall, I have absolutely loved reviewing this product. I think it's an amazing way to review all of the things or to teach new concepts if you haven't yet taught them. So just a fun fact here. Of the 220 Dolch words and the 95 Dolch nouns, only about 17 or 5% of them are words that don't follow phonogram rule. So all of the other ones can very easily be sounded out phonetically. So when we're teaching our children sight words, it's often because, at least in my case, is because I don't know how to explain it any other way. Whenever I thought of the idea of teaching my child, I was like, how on earth can I teach somebody something I don't even understand? I learned by sight words. I think most people grew up learning by sight words, and therefore we don't really have the tools to break it down. So this has really helped me in every lesson that we teach. Every lesson we're now in Foundations Book C. I'm still learning every lesson, every phonogram, every rule. I am learning so much alongside with him. And they have a whole section in here on just how to use the program, how to teach phonemic awareness skills, and then they also go into, their Essentials program and their Foundations program. I cannot speak highly enough about this particular program. I mean, the books are an amazing resource, but this, all I need to pull out, I keep it on my fireplace mantle actually. It has been amazing. Once again, these books are fabulous. Beautiful, high quality paper. I also didn't mention the paper is very thick and not, I guess, waxy almost. So they're just really cute. So we have A, E, I. The reindeer are weird. The foxes are feisty. So we have the 3 different sounds. First sound, second sound, third sound. And it helps them to see the actual phonogram in action. So I really like that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, I would love to talk to you down in the comments. I will have links down below for everything I talked about today. In addition to information I shared today, Logic of English has amazing resources on their website. They added so much new stuff. They have an option where you can hear all the phonograms sounded out by Denise. They have different information about the books. They also have extra word lists, all kinds of things on their website. So make sure to check out the link if you have not checked it out already. Go ahead and read a few of these for me.
Mommy, can I read all of them?
Okay.
C, green, so eat, seed, tree,